Hello, trading is closed on October 30th, 2019. Look today for the pattern with the early low. Tends to have a late high. That's what we got. Tomorrow's pattern also has the early low. We didn't make a specific call because of the FOMC meeting. I think it's too unpredictable for me, but the first move after the announcement was lower. Typically, there's a three-leg whipsaw. If the first one's lower, it's down, up, and down. The down move should have a greater distance away from the point of the announcement than the up move, give or take a little. And typically, the first move after the announcement tells you the next significant move in the market. It isn't acting like it wants to go down now, but that's what the rule says. Now, it's pretty tough to get negative on stuff when the market keeps going up, but it's less tough when you look at transports, which dropped by a significant amount on a day when the market was hitting new all-time highs. It's a glaring non-confirmation, and something's got to give at some point. During the day, MEJT said ultimately a higher price would print. We got him. System said the rally was false, would retrace, said this drop was false, would retrace, said ultimately a higher price would print. We dropped first, said it was false, would retrace, said this rally was false, would retrace, and all that's happened. It's not telling us anything about tomorrow. Well, this is what we said. Wednesday's pattern had the early low, but I found things too hard to predict. General idea is the same. I think we're still in the consolidation. I don't think this is the start of an impulsive move up. If it's a consolidation, and at some point, not necessarily now, but at some point, you have to have one more down leg. Now, this isn't the only way to count it. In just a minute, we'll see what happens when you move this purple A over to here. Before we do that, we still have our Gann fan line resistance. It isn't perfect, but it's held so far, so we're still having an overlapping non-impulsive rally into resistance. Doesn't mean it has to drop tomorrow. But we have a possible rising wedge, a drop under the wedge, and a return to the apex. I don't think it's the only way to interpret this, but if it's the right interpretation, if it is, in spite of futures being up as I'm recording this, if that's right, we should drop right from the open, not go any higher. And then this would leave blue A down, and your ABC for purple A, then you're in A. This would be B, and then you'd have your wave C down, and that would complete purple B. It would imply we're going to consolidate a bit longer. I think we'll know tomorrow if that's the right interpretation. If it is, we drop from the open. So, Thursday's pattern has the early low. Doesn't mean you won't gap up first. Longer term, I'm quite positive. I think we're going much higher. Intermediate term, I'm still cautious. The rally isn't impulsive. It isn't confirmed by breadth. The transports drop and the possible rising wedge pattern are causes for concern. I'm not going to make a call specifically for tomorrow. We do have the early low, but if, underline the word if, we gap down smartly despite futures being up now, then I think today's high was probably the end of this leg up. Markets top on good news, and the after hours news today was quite good. If we get good news, have a good rally, give it all back, and start off in the red, all these bulls who bought after the market closed are going to be trapped. Hasn't happened yet. Might not happen at all. But tomorrow's pattern has the early low. Be aware if we gap down smartly, this high could stand for a bit, and that's today's call.